In the years before the Maserati MC20 was born, the supercar world was changing very fast. Technology was moving ahead quickly. Customers wanted cars that were not only beautiful and fast, but also advanced, comfortable, and reliable. The 2010s became a golden era for performance cars. Brands were fighting hard to build faster, lighter, and more exciting machines. Companies like Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, and Porsche were releasing new models almost every few years. Each new car had more power, better aerodynamics, and more advanced electronics than the one before it. Turbocharging became common. Hybrid systems started to appear in high-performance cars. Carbon fiber construction became normal for supercars instead of rare. During this time, Maserati was not seen as a leader in the supercar world. The company had strong history and beautiful designs, but it did not have a true halo supercar. Maserati was known more for luxury sedans and grand touring cars like the Gran Turismo and Quattroporte. These cars were elegant and fast, but they were not competing directly with the newest mid-engine supercars from Ferrari or Lamborghini. This situation slowly hurt the brand's image. Maserati had once been a racing legend. It had built some of the most famous race cars in history. But by the 2010s, many younger buyers did not connect Maserati with racing performance anymore. The brand needed something bold. It needed a car that could remind the world who Maserati really was. The supercar market was also becoming more global. Buyers from the United States, China, the Middle East, and Europe were all important. Luxury customers wanted exclusivity. They wanted cars that made a statement. Maserati had the heritage, but it needed a modern symbol of power and innovation. That symbol would eventually become the MC20. To understand why the MC20 was so important, we must look at Maserati's struggles before it. In the early 2000s, Maserati had some success. It was part of the Fiat Group and worked closely with Ferrari. This partnership helped Maserati improve quality and engineering. Cars like the Gran Turismo gained popularity for their design and sound. However, by the mid-2010s, problems started to appear. Sales numbers did not meet expectations. Maserati tried to grow quickly by adding SUVs and more sedan versions. The Levante SUV helped bring new customers, but it also moved the brand further toward luxury and away from pure performance. At the same time, competitors were moving forward faster. Ferrari was releasing sharper, more powerful mid-engine cars. Lamborghini was modernizing its lineup. McLaren was producing lightweight carbon fiber supercars with extreme performance. Maserati did not have a true competitor in this space. The brand once built the legendary Maserati MC12, which was based on the Ferrari Enzo, and became a racing success. But after the MC12 ended production, Maserati did not replace it with another halo model. Without a flagship supercar, Maserati's image slowly weakened. Many people saw the company as a luxury brand, not a racing brand. This was painful for a company whose history included Formula One victories and endurance racing championships. Maserati needed a rebirth. During this time, Maserati was part of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, FCA. The group was led by Sergio Marchionne, who believed strongly in performance brands. He understood that emotional cars could lift the image of the whole company. Marchionne wanted Maserati to grow into a strong global brand. He set ambitious sales goals. However, reaching those goals was difficult. The company expanded quickly but did not always refresh its products fast enough. There was also an internal question: should Maserati rely on Ferrari technology forever? Many Maserati engines were built by Ferrari. While this gave the cars strong performance, it also meant Maserati was not fully independent. Some people inside the company believed Maserati needed its own engine again, just like in the past. This idea became very important later. After Marchionne passed away in 2018, leadership changed. FCA later merged with PSA Group to create Stellantis. During this transition, Maserati's future was carefully reviewed. The brand needed a clear identity. It needed something powerful to show the world that Maserati was serious about performance again. That something was already being planned. Maserati's story began in racing. In the 1920s and 1930s, The company built race cars that competed across Europe. In the 1950s, Maserati became a major force in Formula One. One of the most famous race cars in history was the Maserati 250F. This car helped Juan Manuel Fangio win the 1957 Formula One World Championship. It became a symbol of Italian engineering and racing passion. Maserati also built beautiful road cars like the Maserati Bora, which showed that the company could combine performance with style. Later, in the 2000s, the MC12 returned Maserati to international racing. It won multiple championships in the FIA GT series. The MC12 reminded the world that Maserati could build extreme performance machines. But after the MC12, Maserati stepped away from building that kind of car again. For many years, there was silence in the supercar category. The company realized that if it wanted to return to racing in a serious way, it first needed a strong road car platform. A new mid-engine supercar could become the base for future race cars. This thinking became part of the MC20 project. In 2014, Maserati revealed a concept car called the Maserati Alfieri. This car was shown as a celebration of Maserati's 100th anniversary. The Alfieri was not a supercar like the MC20, but it was very important. It showed a new design direction. The car looked clean, sharp, and modern. It was sporty, but still elegant. Many people loved it. The strong positive reaction gave Maserati confidence. It showed that customers wanted the brand to return to exciting performance cars. The Alfieri helped reset the design language of Maserati. Although the Alfieri itself did not go into production as planned, its influence was clear. It showed that Maserati could still create emotional cars that excited people. Inside the company, discussions about a true supercar became more serious. The name MC20 stands for Maserati Corse 2020. Corse means racing in Italian. The name itself made the mission clear. This car was about racing. It was about returning to competition. The project started quietly. Engineers and designers began working on a completely new platform. This was not going to be an updated version of an old car. It would be built from the ground up. One of the most important decisions was to develop a new engine in-house. Maserati wanted independence. It wanted to show that it could design and build its own powertrain again. This was a bold move. Developing a new engine is expensive and risky, but it was necessary if Maserati wanted to rebuild its identity. The company also decided the car would have a carbon fiber monocoque chassis. This would reduce weight and increase stiffness. It showed that Maserati was serious about competing with the best. The MC20 would not be just a beautiful Italian car. It would be a true modern supercar. A halo car is not only about sales numbers. It is about image. It is about emotion. Ferrari has cars like the F8 and special limited editions. Lamborghini has its V12 flagships. McLaren builds extreme lightweight machines. These cars make headlines. They appear on posters and social media. They create desire. Maserati needed that kind of attention again. Without a halo car, the brand risked being seen only as a luxury alternative to German sedans. That was not enough. Maserati's history deserved more. The MC20 was planned to change perception. It would remind people that Maserati could build something as advanced and powerful as any competitor. This shift was not only external, it was also internal. Employees needed pride. Engineers needed a challenge. Building a supercar creates excitement inside a company. The MC20 became a symbol of belief. As development continued, Maserati also invested in its Modena headquarters. The historic factory, where Maserati had built cars for decades, was modernized. New production lines were prepared for the MC20. This was symbolic. Modena is the heart of Italian performance cars. Ferrari and Lamborghini are also based in the same region. By building the MC20 in Modena, Maserati was reconnecting with its roots. The company also improved its research and development center. New technology labs were created. Engineers tested prototypes on tracks and public roads. Even before the official reveal, camouflage test cars were seen driving around Italy. This created excitement among car enthusiasts. Rumors spread quickly. Many people hoped this would be the true return of Maserati performance. The timing of the MC20 was interesting. The automotive world was moving toward electrification. Many governments were introducing stricter emissions rules. Hybrid and electric cars were becoming more common. Maserati knew it needed to adapt, but it also understood that a pure internal combustion supercar still had emotional power. The sound, the feeling, and the mechanical connection were important. The MC20 would begin as a gasoline-powered car, but it was also planned with the future in mind. An electric version was part of the long-term strategy. This balance between tradition and innovation defined the project. In 2019, Maserati officially confirmed that it was working on a new super sports car. The company made clear that it would be developed entirely in-house and built in Modena. The name MC20 was revealed. The message was strong. Maserati was returning to its racing spirit. Even before its public debut, the MC20 represented hope. For customers, it was exciting. For dealers, it was important. For employees, it was a statement of confidence. After years of uncertainty, Maserati had a clear direction. The story of the MC20 did not begin with metal and carbon fiber. It began with identity. It began with a question: what is Maserati? Through the 2010s, the brand searched for its place in a competitive world. Sales pressure, corporate changes, and strong rivals made the journey difficult. But inside the company, the racing spirit never disappeared. The memory of cars like the 250F, the Bora, and the MC12 remained strong. The MC20 project became the answer. It was more than a car. It was a promise to return to greatness. The MC20 project began with a clean sheet approach. This means the engineers started from zero. They did not use an old chassis. They did not reuse an old engine. Everything was designed fresh. This decision was important for two reasons. First, Maserati wanted independence. In the past, many Maserati engines were built by Ferrari. While those engines were powerful and beautiful, they meant Maserati was not fully in control of its own performance future. Second, starting from zero allowed engineers to design the car exactly how they wanted. They could focus on weight balance, aerodynamics, and driving feel without being limited by old parts. The goal was simple: build a true mid-engine supercar that could compete with the best in the world. The heart of the MC20 is the Maserati Nettuno engine. This engine is one of the most important parts of the car's story. Nettuno is the Italian name for Neptune, the Roman god of the sea. Neptune also holds a trident, just like the Maserati logo. The name connects the engine to the brand's identity. The Nettuno is a 3.0-liter V6 engine with 2 turbochargers. It produces around 621 horsepower and 730 newton-meters of torque. These numbers place it directly in competition with other modern supercars. But power numbers are not the most special thing about this engine. The most unique feature is its pre-chamber combustion system. This technology comes from Formula One racing. In simple terms, the engine has a small chamber where fuel ignites before the main combustion chamber. This makes the explosion stronger and more efficient. The result is better performance and improved fuel efficiency at the same time. For Maserati, developing this engine in-house was a proud moment. It showed that the company could innovate again. It was not just buying engines from another brand. It was building its own future. Some people were surprised that Maserati chose a V6 instead of a V8. In the past, Maserati was known for powerful V8 engines with loud, emotional sounds. However, modern rules about emissions and fuel economy made large engines more difficult to use. A V6 engine is smaller and lighter. It helps reduce overall vehicle weight. A lighter engine also improves balance in a mid-engine car. With twin turbochargers and advanced combustion technology, the Nettuno V6 could produce as much power as many older V8 engines. This showed that modern engineering can replace size with efficiency. The choice of a V6 was not a weakness. It was a smart step toward the future. The MC20 uses an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. This type of gearbox allows very fast gear changes. It helps the car accelerate quickly without losing power during shifts. The car is rear-wheel drive. Maserati chose this setup to keep the driving experience pure and balanced. Rear-wheel drive is often preferred in supercars because it provides better steering feel and driving excitement. With launch control activated, the MC20 can accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in under 3 seconds. This puts it in the same performance category as its strongest competitors. The focus was not only straight-line speed. Engineers also worked hard to make sure the car felt stable and controlled at high speeds. Another key part of the MC20's engineering is its carbon fiber monocoque chassis. A monocoque is a structure where the body itself supports the load of the car. Carbon fiber is very strong and very light. This combination is perfect for supercars. Maserati worked with Dallara, a company known for racing expertise, to develop this structure. The carbon fiber tub gives the MC20 high rigidity. This means the car does not twist easily when driving at high speeds or on tight corners. Strong rigidity improves handling and safety. At the same time, the lightweight structure helps keep the total weight around 1,500 kilograms. Lower weight means better acceleration, braking, and cornering. The carbon chassis also made it easier for Maserati to plan future versions, including a convertible and an electric model. Some supercars use very large wings and extreme shapes to create downforce. Maserati chose a different approach. The MC20 has clean and smooth body lines. Instead of using big external spoilers, engineers designed airflow carefully under and around the car. Air moves through special channels and vents to increase stability. The result is strong aerodynamic performance without ruining the elegant design. This approach reflects Maserati's philosophy. The car had to be beautiful first, then functional. It needed to look timeless, not extreme. Before the official launch, Maserati tested the MC20 in many conditions. Prototype cars were driven on public roads and racetracks. Some were tested at high speed on closed circuits. Engineers checked cooling systems, braking performance, and engine reliability. Camouflaged versions of the car were even shown in special events before the reveal, creating excitement among fans. Every part of the car was studied carefully. From engine temperatures to steering feedback, the team worked to make sure the MC20 felt special. The engineering of the MC20 was not only about one car, it was about the future of Maserati. The new engine, the carbon fiber chassis, and the modern electronics created a flexible platform. This platform could support future racing versions and electric models. The MC20 was designed to be the base for Maserati's return to motorsport. It was also planned to support the brand's future electric strategy. In simple words, the MC20 was not just a product, it was a foundation. The Maserati MC20 was designed to look clean, modern, and elegant. Maserati did not want the car to look too aggressive or full of large wings and sharp edges. Instead, the goal was simple beauty with strong performance. The design work was led by Klaus Busse and the Maserati Centro Stile design team in Modena. They wanted the MC20 to feel timeless. Even many years later, the car should still look fresh and attractive. From the outside, the MC20 has smooth body lines. The front is low and sharp with slim LED headlights. The large Trident logo in the center reminds everyone of Maserati's heritage. The side view shows clear air intakes that help cool the engine. The butterfly doors open upward, making the car look dramatic and special. The body shape is also designed for airflow. Instead of using a large rear wing, engineers shaped the car carefully to create downforce in a clean way. This keeps the design elegant while still improving stability at high speed. Inside, the cabin is simple and focused on the driver. There are two main digital screens, one for driving information and one for infotainment. The steering wheel has controls for driving modes and launch control. Materials like Alcantara and carbon fiber give a sporty but luxury feeling. The MC20 design shows Maserati's identity clearly. Italian style, racing spirit, and modern technology combined in one beautiful machine. The Maserati MC20 was officially revealed in September 2020 in Modena, Italy. The event was called MMXX, which means 2020 in Roman numbers. Because of the global pandemic, the launch was presented both live and online. Even with travel limits, the reveal created strong excitement around the world. The MC20 was important because it showed that Maserati was serious about returning to the supercar market. Many journalists and car experts compared it to cars like the Ferrari F8 Tributo and the Lamborghini Huracan. These were strong competitors, so the comparison showed that the MC20 was being taken seriously. Reviews were mostly positive. Experts praised the new Nettuno engine, the lightweight carbon fiber structure, and the clean design. Many people liked that the car did not use large wings or extreme styling. It looked elegant, but still very fast. The MC20 could accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in less than 3 seconds and had a top speed of over 320 km/h. These numbers placed it directly in the supercar category. Pricing was competitive for its class, making it attractive to buyers who wanted something rare and different from Ferrari or Lamborghini. The reveal of the MC20 changed how people saw Maserati. It was no longer only a luxury brand. It was once again a serious performance car maker. After the launch of the MC20 Coupe, Maserati quickly expanded the lineup. The first new version was the Maserati MC20 Cielo. The word cielo means sky in Italian. This model has a retractable glass roof that can open in about 12 seconds. The roof can also change from clear to opaque with the press of a button. Even with the open top, the car keeps strong performance and body stiffness. Maserati also returned to racing with the MC20 platform. The company introduced the Maserati GT2, built for GT racing competitions. This marked Maserati's official return to international motorsport after many years. The GT2 race car is based on the MC20, but includes stronger aerodynamics, racing suspension, and safety equipment for the track. For extreme track use, Maserati revealed the Maserati MC Extrema. This version is not road legal. It is lighter, more powerful, and designed only for racing circuits. It shows the full performance potential of the MC20 platform. Maserati also announced plans for an electric version called the MC20 Folgore. Folgore means lightning. This future model will support Maserati's move toward electric performance. Through these new versions, the MC20 became more than one car. It became a full performance family and a symbol of Maserati's return to speed and racing spirit. The Maserati MC20 is more than just a fast car. It represents a turning point for the brand. Before the MC20, many people saw Maserati mainly as a luxury company. After the MC20, the brand was once again respected as a true performance car maker. The MC20 reminded the world of Maserati's great history. In the past, the company built legendary cars like the Maserati 250F, which won championships in Formula One. It also created special road cars like the Maserati Bora and the powerful Maserati MC12. The MC20 continues this tradition in a modern way. The car also changed how people talk about Maserati. Car collectors and enthusiasts now see the brand as innovative again because of the Nettuno engine and carbon fiber structure. Early buyers believe the MC20 may become an important collector car in the future. The MC20 also created a strong base for future models. Its platform supports racing versions and electric plans. This shows that Maserati is thinking long-term. In simple words, the MC20 brought back confidence. It reconnected Maserati with its racing spirit and Italian style. It proved that the Trident logo still stands for speed, beauty, and engineering skill in the modern world.